stop thinking about your movie ideas in terms of wouldn't it be cool if, instead pose the question, isn't it true that? This is something that writer-director Oz Perkins says in this latest episode of Script Apart. It's a podcast where writers talk about like the first draft and early iterations of movies they've written, and there is so much interesting stuff in this episode. Oz talks about how a lot of writers are just trying to think up scenarios, ideas for movies, but in his head, he thinks that the human component, the emotional connection to yourself, that is missing from movie ideas. And I talk a lot on here about how you have to have those high concept, wouldn't it be cool if ideas if you want to write studio movies, but he is also correct. If you want to write a movie that's emotionally resonant, your movie should be saying something. It should be posing something. He also has this analogy for writing, which is essentially that writing is just doing a crossword puzzle that I thought was really genius. I think this could be helpful for people that find the task of writing an entire screenplay daunting. Start with 5 across. Start with 7 down. You don't have to know the whole thing. You just have to fill in the pieces very slowly. And he also talks about how, there's some people who use like a pencil and some people who use a pen on a crossword. Both of those types of people are fine, but eventually you do have to use a pen. Eventually you have to make decisions, hard and fast decisions, even if you're not 100% sure, because you have to just keep going. You have to get this thing filled out. Whatever your thoughts are on Oz's films, Long Legs the Monkey, this is a really interesting interview. If you want to hear a smart person just talk about how they think of the craft of writing. This was fantastic.